Good morning, Dina and Tim. Well, half the population deals with it every month, yet 1 in 6 Canadians who need pads and tampons struggle to access them, affecting their school, work, and everyday life. One Canadian charity is working to get supplies to everyone who needs them and reduce the stigma around getting your period. Kristy Van Hoven is with the Period Purse. She joins me now. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having.
Menstrual Health Day, so very appropriate to have you in studio.
Yeah, happy Menstrual Health Day.
So a recent, or I should say a 2023 House of Commons report, as I mentioned there in the intro, found that 1 in 6 Canadians struggle to access period products. We know that this disproportionately impacts the marginalized, the historically marginalized in this country, and rising costs of living have really exacerbated that marginalization. So just paint a picture for us. What does period poverty in this country look like right now?
Yeah, in a nutshell, it looks like somebody's choosing between food, rent, transportation, and the necessary supplies they need to have their period. So that often means that people aren't turning up to work or school, and that definitely impacts our community well-being and our long-term future as a country.
Now, the Period Purse is launching a national campaign on this Menstrual Health Day, hoping to, break down the stigma that still exists around periods in 2025. Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the campaign and how it aims to address that.
Yeah, so we are kicking off every day is Menstrual Health Day, and we hope to build a bunch of period allies throughout today and the rest of the year. Every day, we know somebody is probably going to be suffering through some sort of period challenge, whether that's poverty, whether that's health conditions, whether it's just shame about their body or about their process. And so we're hoping to get out and educate and really encourage people to participate in period-based conversations, learn a little bit, find some scientific knowledge. TikTok is grand. We all love TikTok, but sometimes it's good to fact check. And then get involved with local community activism, like the Period Purse is starting some washroom audits and teaching school kids how to advocate for themselves and bring period products into the classroom or into every washroom. Just like toilet paper and soap, we should probably have period products there.
Yeah, on that note, you use a public washroom and you don't pay for the toilet paper.
Right.
And yet pads and tampons are a luxury for so many in this country. So, from your perspective, what sort of legislative or policy changes do you think the government needs to adopt to address that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of options, from as simple as supporting schools to having them out and accessible in their washrooms, or small businesses and giving a little stipend so that they can provide the supplies they need in their washrooms, to under Trudeau, we managed to have a federal mandate. So federal workplaces do require period products available in their washroom. So continuing that at the provincial and municipal level, and then expanding into other organizations would be great.
Whether you menstruate or not, what can we do in our everyday lives to, break down that stigma?
Yeah. Well, at the Period Purse, we work really hard with 3 pillars. So we do outreach with our community, ensuring people get the supplies they need, educate people from grade 2, 3, starting those conversations all the way up to corporate boardrooms so that employers can really support those that menstruate. And of course, our advocacy group is out there talking about periods as much as we possibly can. So get involved with the Period Purse. We're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for donations of supplies and money so that we can use our buying power to support communities in need. And then have a period conversation. You probably know somebody, and if 1 in 6 is holding true, we all know somebody suffering with period poverty. And so let's learn how to be better supporters of those that menstruate. And even as a menstruator myself, how can I be a period ally to you or my other friends that are menstruating as well?
And if people would like to get involved with the Period Purse, they should just go on your website, just give people the information of where they should.
Absolutely. The periodpurse.com is full of information, and you can follow us on socials at the Period Purse. And I challenge everybody to have a period conversation today.
Very quickly, if you see the CN Tower red tonight, tell us a little bit about what that's about.
That is celebrating Menstrual Health Day. So we have the CN Tower turning red. We have the Canada Life Building turning red. The Toronto sign down at Nathan Phillips Square is all going to be red for the evening. Go snap pics, hashtag MHDay 2025. And let's just get out there and celebrate periods.
Kristy, so great to have you. Thanks so much for coming on and making time for the conversation this morning.
Thank you, Caryn. I enjoyed it.